North Island holidaymakers flee hotspots ahead of Cyclone Hale. Prince Harry opens up with more shock revelations and what a latest property report says about a potential market slowdown. Te Maria, I'm Sheree Kinnear, and these are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. Fresh weather warnings have been issued in preparation for former Cyclone Hale to make landfall. Parts of the North Island are in the firing line today for torrential rain, flooding, huge sea swells and gale force winds. Holidaymakers have fled to the Coromandel in droves, with a stream of traffic seen leaving yesterday. Meanwhile, Gisborne is expected to be pummeled by up to 250 millimetres of rain over the course of today. Emergency services have already performed a late-night rescue there. Tairāwhiti Civil Defence Manager Ben Green says police and firefighters came to the aid of a family after their vehicle became stuck.
The attempt to cross a stream in the vicinity of their dwelling, from what I understand, but it was a good outcome and no injuries.
Meanwhile, a bad summer on the weather front has led to a bumper one for our hospitality industry. New spending data from payment network Worldline shows we spent more than $500 million in the first week of 2023. It's only up around 1% on last year, but nearly 20% on 2019. Worldline says consumers have packed up their holiday gear and taken their money with them, spending it in bars and restaurants instead. Prince Harry has hit back against accusations he's breaching the royal family's privacy. His new book, Spare, goes on sale today and contains shocking revelations about his life as a child and a working royal. Harry alleges his brother William violently pushed him, calls his stepmother Camilla a villain, and says his family treated him like an outsider, but said in an interview he has to rely on the truth.
There are things that have happened that have been incredibly hurtful. Some in the past, some current. No institution is immune to accountability.
Back here, a top epidemiologist says the arrival of the Omicron strain known as Kraken in New Zealand was inevitable. The Ministry of Health reports 2 cases of the subvariant were detected here late last week. Kraken is now in Australia, the UK and several European countries, and US health officials say it's responsible for more than 40% of cases there. Otago University's Michael Baker says it's reasonable to expect Kraken will become just as dominant here.
It binds to the ACE receptor more effectively. That means it's not only is it escaping immunity, which is what most of the new variants do, but also it actually is inherently more infectious.
And construction costs may be rising, but a market slowdown is on the horizon. CoreLogic's latest report sees residential building prices increase 1.7% in the final quarter of 2022, less than the 3.4% increase in the 3 months to September. But the costs to build a house increased 10.4% in the final quarter, and CoreLogic says higher costs could deter new home builds. And those are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. For more stories and to stay up to date, head to nzherald.co.nz. Kia pai te rā. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald, click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here, and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.